Today I'm going to do Braxton's Family Values Season 3, Episode 24. But before I do, I just want to thank everybody that gave me congratulations on my Facebook page, because today your girl got a job today. So I was really excited because I had been looking for a job for a little minute. So yeah, thank you for everybody that liked the comment or commented on my status and stuff like that. So for all the people that's is about to give up on looking for a job or furthering they goals and career and all that kind of stuff, don't give up. So anyway, let's get into it. The Braxton Family Values Season 3 Episode 24 review. I like this episode only because it was not a lot of shade thrown that was hateful shade. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot, no bickering where you be like, oh my god, these sisters are at it again. They actually was getting along this episode, so I was really appreciative of that. Breath of fresh air. So anyway, Tamar's on her tour. She's in Oakland. It was like the end of her tour when she was in Oakland. I think that was like the end of November, and either the end of November or the earlier December. So she has to go to like a radio station interview or whatever for 102.9 FM or whatever, and you know, she just has to ask, you know, like a meet and greet kind of situation. So they bring up her being a new mom, and they was gonna ask her, will she ever do it again? She was like, I will never ever do it again. So the lady was like, why? She was like, shit, it hurts. Like, and I was glad for that. I'm finally seeing a celebrity that just be like, hell to the no, not the ones that be like, oh, I want 2 or 3 more. They just need a sibling. No, that shit really hurts. I'm just saying, for people that don't got no kids and thinking about having kids, that shit is gonna hurt from the time you find out you pregnant, because a lot of times the symptoms don't come on till you find out you're pregnant, or so right before. All the way to their ass is dead and gone. Just saying. That shit don't stop after you have your baby. That shit keep on going. That hurt. It's a lot of love there, but it's also a lot of fucking hurt. Just saying, a lot of pain. You just go through up and down mixed emotions when you have kids. Just saying. So I'm just letting y'all know, the ones that don't have kids and thinking about having kids, just think about it. But kids are a blessing. Love all minds. So kids are a blessing. But anyway, moving on. So they asked her which sister is she most closest to. She was like, is this mic on? Like, she was being shady, but she was just really being funny. Then she explains it and just was like, you know, we all have our moments. We all have ups and downs, goods and bads, with each of them. I could like this one this day and don't like this one this day. And that's just a part of being a sister. One minute you get along, the next minute you don't. Shit, I go through it with all my sisters. One minute, shit, I like them. The next minute, they can get on my damn nerve. And I'm quite sure I get on theirs when I don't do something they want me to do, or I'm not acting a certain way. So, like I said, it's a part of sisterhood. I just don't like when they just be hateful towards each other. But all that shade throwing, all the bickering, part of being a sister, just part of being a family, period. Because I go through shit with my cousins, whatever. Then they asked her, like, they play a game, a one word little game or whatever, and whatever thing they say, she has to come up with one word. So they asked her to describe Vince, and she was like, everything. I was like, oh, that's cute. But I can understand that because she loves her husband. And I like that about Tamar. I don't know if it's a front or whatever. I feel the love between her and Vince. And I just be like, I like their love. Love that little black love. Can't knock neither one of them. Shit. Then they asked her a question about her. So she was like, wait, can you explain that? Because I don't know what you want me to say. And I'm like, it's self-explanatory when you ask the same shit about Vince. But she said worthy. And she said because she fought for, you know, she worked for everything that she got. A lot of people think that Tamar just been handed this and handed that. But she said she have worked for what she have. Now, she might have a little boost because of who her husband is, who her sister is. But I have seen Tamar work. Now, because y'all know, at first Vince was like, hell no, I ain't fucking with you until you put in the work. And then all of a sudden, like season 2 on, we've seen Tamar putting in the work. We've seen her on interviews. We see her on Twitter. We see her putting herself out there. Whether it's good or bad, Tamar do put herself out there. So that was it with that interview. That was a good little situation. So then you at Tony's house. Everybody, the whole family is there. They're talking about Mama Braxton's little stalker situation about her, how she went to jail at the airport because she had a taser in her purse. She got out of jail. She had to say that she did misorderly conduct or whatever. She don't feel like she should have did it, but shit, in order for her not to go to jail, she did it. Now she on a year's probation. Okay. Because all of this has passed, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to get into her legal issues when it already had passed. Then they was talking about Tawanda brought out her 40th birthday party pictures, the naked pictures that she took. When she first did it, I was like, okay, how did we jump from Mama E and being a serious conversation about your mama having a stalker to you putting it on yourself to show naked pictures? I don't get it, but she said since everybody was there, she wants to show them all at one time. And she figured it'll take her mama off her problems with the stalker. Hell to the no, your mama did not need to see that. Now, if all your sisters was there, yeah, then you ease your mama into the pictures. But to just say, hey, mama, here, there you go. And then her mama, when her mom and Tamar didn't like the pictures the way she wanted them to, she tried to pull them away and pull back instead of hearing their feedback. You show them, you hear their feedback. And I felt Tamar like, nobody want to see your ass, especially as your sisters. Don't show your friends, your queens, them kind of people. But don't show your sisters. Like, no. I don't want to see my sister ass shots. I'm sorry. Not at all. I don't want to tell you if it look good or ugly. No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see nowhere. No. I wouldn't show her mine. Wouldn't happen. That's just, I don't know. But like I said, she tried to pull him back when they didn't give her the answer that she wanted. So, anyway, Tamar and Tracy, they in the kitchen and then, they're talking about Mama eat chicken and shit. Talking about Mama eat losing her touch. I'm like, well, Tamar, be quiet. You're going to eat that chicken. I'm just saying. So, Trina comes in. They talking about how she have a funky attitude. So, she started talking about how she was sad because her son fit to go to school. She think he's going to wild out. So, Tamar was like, yeah, he is. He's going to wild out. I wish I did too. I wish shit. All I could say, what she say, all she said was, all I could say is, stand on your head and spending nickels. I said, yeah. She wanted to be ratchet as shit, and now that she older and a mother, then she can't do that type of shit. But I get it, because I understand where she was coming from, because you was raised a certain way, so you be like, you get to have fun, but you don't get to have fun, and you be like, damn, when you get older, you be like, well, I wish I would have done this, but now that I'm older, I ain't doing that ratchet shit no more. So I get her, because I've done some things in my life, but I have never been falling down drunk, never been high. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus, hallucinate. I've never just partied with random people that I didn't know, no one night stands. So I understood where she was coming from. Now, I don't wish I had no one night stands like that, like, no. But when I see people drunk, I do be like, well, I'm going to go get drunk one day, because I want to see what the hell is all the hoop hop. Like, when people be drunk in the club and stuff, I be like, what the fuck? Like, when I drink that, I don't get that effect, so why the fuck are they all up on the table? I don't know. I drink, I be ready to go to sleep. I don't know. Just me. So, I get what Tamar was saying, and I get what Trina was saying when she was sad about her son, but I'm like, girl, you gotta let him go. So, when they were talking about Coochie and all this boy, and he gonna have condoms, and she was like, I can't be showing up at his school with condoms. I was like, no, you can't be showing up to boys' school with condoms. That's gonna be a little bit embarrassing, especially because you're a celebrity. But, Trina was like, Tracy was like, if the girl don't have clean feet, she don't have a clean coochie. I fell out. Because I'm like that with dudes. I'm like, if he ain't got on no good clean shoes, he can keep on walking. Because I be like, no, it's just something about a guy in his shoes that lets me know that he take care of himself. It's just something about him, his nails, his shoes, stuff like that. Do he keep his hair cut? But yeah, it's not about, oh, do we look good? No, it's not that. So I get what she was saying. Tamar and she ended up asking Trina about the bar chick. She told her that she was expanding bar chick. She wanted to have it in Vegas and New Orleans. She wanted to open up a company. And she just wanted to have, and I like that about them in the kitchen. They was being sisters. They was having fun. They was asking her, do she have sex with Gabe? And she was like, no. And I'm like, you're lying. So Tamar was like, well, I think me and Vince be having business sex. And I'm sitting there like, you should have said that. She kept saying stuff about Vince today, and I was just like, you done called him Ike. And I understand, Tamar, you being funny, but people can take that out of context. So you should not compare him to Ike Turner. I'm just saying. But anyway, moving on from there. I'm trying to just move on. Sorry. So Tamar, no. Trina is at home with Tawanda, and she's packing up Eric's stuff, and she crying, and she just miss her baby, and she looking at a picture of him, and they reminiscing on how when he was young and all this kind of stuff, and Tawanda's just laughing at her like, girl, boo, he is not dying or going away and never coming back. The boy just moving out this house. And I was just like, girl, I'm over here telling my son shit, prepare right now. My son is 17, just made 17, he'll be 18 next year, well, this year, and I'm telling him to prepare. When you do, now, I'm not going to put my son out. I'm not going to make the boy homeless, but I do put it in his head, and been putting it in his head since 9th grade of the beginning of high school. The day after graduation, you getting out. And I don't mean it, but I just want to put it in his mind, like, you need to be prepared. You will be 18 when you graduate high school. You need to have your own place. You need to have your own job. So you need to start looking now. So when you get 18 and graduate, you don't be surprised that this is the real world. Sorry. Just saying. It's at a point in the boy's life that you have to train him to be a man. And being 18 and you still crying and shit, instead of saying, I raised a good young man and he can go out there and be independent. That's what you think of your kids. I know if my son was out in the streets right now, he can cook for himself, he can clean for himself, and he gonna hustle up to make sure he can make a way without being illegal. So, hey, girl, cut the umbilical cord. Just saying, just cut the umbilical cord. So, anyway, moving on. Trina and them, they meet up. Trina, Tracy, and Tawanda, they meet up for lunch because Tawanda want to tell them they going on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We find out that they all think they're the smartest but the dumbest. I'm just saying. Now, I don't know. These sisters, sometimes y'all shouldn't go on shit like this. Don't go to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire if you're not that right. I'm just saying, have y'all ever looked at the questions on this show? Y'all talking about y'all love this show. And I'm like, some of these questions was the easiest questions, especially that I'm going to just go on through the whole thing. They all went to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They argued on who was going to sit out, because they had a special thing where one person has to get tagged in, like switched in or whatever. So they doing all these questions. Tawanda not letting nobody answer shit. She answering all the questions. But when they get to a question about who, it was like a Jefferson. What was the Jefferson's nickname? What rapper uses the nickname? Everybody know who that was, Lil Wayne. I was just sitting there like, so she was like, we gonna switch our sister. And Trina over there like, bitch, don't be switching me. And I don't know that question. I don't know nothing about no rappers. I'm sitting there like, all three of y'all. Now, Tawanda, before when y'all was at that damn lunch, you was over there talking about at the same damn time. So I'm thinking you would know Lil Wayne was known as Weezy. Like, come on, Tawanda, Trina, y'all live in fucking Atlanta. Like, I know he not from Atlanta, but that's where all the black people, or a lot of the black people are. So how do you not know who rappers are, what they're about? Y'all in the industry. Y'all always the Soul Train Awards and all BT and all kind of awards. How do y'all not know Lil Wayne was known as Weezy? That shit just blew me. I don't know. But then they had that last question. They argued because Trina said something. Tawanda just hurried up and answered it instead of them deliberating about the answer. She just hurried up and answered it. So they lost, and they went from 65,000 to 25,000. So Tawanda feeling some kind of way. But I'm sitting there like, You was Miss Big Badass answering all the questions. Why all of a sudden that Trina say something you get it wrong? Now all the blame is on Trina. No, boo boo. Take blame for yourself. Just take blame for yourself. And at the end, they was arguing at the dinner on who on Tawanda being wrong, and she blaming Trina, and then she confessed, she admitted to it in the confessionals, but not at the table with her sisters. And I'm sitting there like, you were wrong. Sorry, but I'm glad you admitted to it. Anyway, besides them going to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Tony sat down with her co-writer to about the book. She said she Googled herself and everything comes up except her bankruptcy, so she thought she wouldn't have to talk about it. The lady was like, yeah, right, you're going to have to talk about it. Then they asked her biggest regret. She said, it's good and bad, but the Braxton family values. She really didn't want to do it, but she wanted to give her sisters a platform. And she's been saying that since season 1, that she really didn't want to do it, so it really wouldn't have been a surprise. Then she said her joyous moment was when she won the Soul Train Award, because she watched the Soul Trains as a young child, so for her to get that award, that meant a lot to her. And for black artists, African American artists, whatever you want to call them today, that is a big award. That shows you that you are doing what you have to do for your peoples. Your peoples are accepting you and stuff like that. So when they get like these stellar awards and stuff like that, and all the little black awards, black people feel real proud of that, because it shows you that your peoples are rooting for you and you doing something good, not just making a dollar. Because a lot of times on these white award shows, it's all about who popular, who's making the most money, stuff like that. But this shows you, I just liked how she said about the Soul Train. Then she said that was her first award. Then Tamar was nominated for 5 of them, and I think she won like 3. So, kudos to the Braxton sisters on their awards, because both of them got vocals, both of them can sing. That's all I really have for the Braxton Family Values Season 3 Episode 24 review. But I will be coming back for the Toni Braxton and Babyface album review. I listened to it last night, so I'm going to come back and do that one. Also, I have to come back and do SWV. Those 2 might be up in the morning, because right now I am tired. I've been out all day on this job interview and trying to get home, and then coming home and cooking for my kids and stuff like that, and making sure my house was straight. I'm tired. So I just knew I had to put up one video tonight. So Braxton Family Values 1. Because I love my Braxtons. So make sure you go get, if you have not got, Tamar's Love and War album, and also Toni Braxton and Babyface, I don't want to say it wrong because I got it wrote down, Love, Marriage, and Divorce. Please go get both of their albums. Support both of them. If you want Atlanta, support Bar Chicks. I don't know what Tracy is on her radio station show, but I don't know if it's out. I don't know if you have to listen to it on the internet. I don't know. Tell me below. And I don't know which one they're doing. So, but the other girls support their venues, because I'm all about supporting, especially they black women. We gotta support them. So, whether you like them or not, because a lot of people don't like Tamar, but I'm like, you can't fucking deny her talent. The girl can sing. But yeah, tell me what you thought about this episode. Like I said, it was a breath of fresh air because they wasn't bickering, arguing in a hateful way. Follow my girl Ashley Miller, 1987. Might be 801. We all do great reviews. Check out my boy Jamar84, Jamar Washington. If you type him in on YouTube, but Jamar84 on Twitter and Instagram. Check him out. I love my boo. And I go so hard for Jamar because I just feel so passionate about him, because he's so real. And you just, when you meet somebody, even if it's over the internet, you could just tell they have a really good spirit. So I really like him, and I like to support other YouTubers. Have no problem with that. But alright, talk to me later. I'll talk to you later. All that good stuff. I'm tired. Alright.